This question is about the two-stage growth model. It's similar to the non-constant model. For the two-stage growth model, we are giving the initial growth rate and a second growth rate, which is the permanent or perpetual growth rate. And we need to calculate dividends for the first stage. Let's look at this example. The Highfield company is going through a period of fast growth. For the first 5 years, we have this first growth rate, 20% in dividends. And beyond year 5, we have second growth rate, which is 4% for the future. First, we calculate the dividends for the first stage. We are giving the last dividend paid is $2. We use this $2 times the 1 plus the first growth rate, 20%. For the first year, we with power to 1. And for this formula, we can add dollar signs to the initial dividend and also the growth rate. This is the formula, and we can copy it to year 5. Another approach we can use is the FV function we used in last chapter. Okay? We treat the dividend as a current present value, and we know the growth rate. We know the number of period. We can use the FV function calculate the future value. FV function, the rate we have is the growth rate, 20%. Number of period is, for the first one is the year 1. And no payment, present value is the just paid dividend, $2. So we add dollar signs to the growth rate and the number and the current value. These two factors does not change. And we can copy this to year 5. This is the formula we can copy to the rest of years. This is the two approach we can use to calculate the dividends for the first stage. And next, we need to use the dividends in year 5 to estimate the stock price in year 5. Since beyond year 5, we have constant growth rate, 4%. We can apply the constant growth model. We used the dividend 5 times 1 plus the perpetual growth rate, 4%, divided by the required return minus the growth rate. This is the stock price in year 5. We apply the constant growth model. The stock price in year 5 should be 86.26. And after we calculate the dividend, the stock price, we can estimate the current stock price. We apply the NPV function. The discount rate, we use the required return for the stockholder, 10%. And we select the dividends. And for the last year, we add the dividends and the stock price together. The estimated stock price today should be 66.64.